Yep, welcome back to another day recap. Today is the 18th of July, and yeah, we're just gonna get right into it. I took one trade today, and it was a W. Let's sign in. So it was a dub, but to be honest, I shouldn't have gotten that W, and the reason being is well, I'll show you. I'll show you now. So high time frame on the daily, we have completed the buy program. We are still bullish, heading and taking out all-time highs again and again, and we are at all-time high. We were at all-time highs today. So on the 4-hour here, we have one fair value gap here. My magnet's on. We have a fair value gap. And that was what I was waiting for price to get to. Like, if I was going to be bearish, and why is that? Well, I was expecting a retracement or some sort of rebalance to equilibrium or whatever. So on a 4-hour here, we have equilibrium down here. We haven't tapped into yet. So why was I looking for shorts today? Well, that's because on the 1-hour we have bearish order flow. We shifted structure, we've inversed for value gap. We make a change in the state, and we come higher and tap this change in state, and then we keep making bearish confluences that are being respected. And on ES, we were even more bearish. So we had to change in the state, for value gap, inversion. So that is bearish order flow. And I could have taken an entry on NQ, but I decided not to because I wasn't really. I know this, when we swept this high, it didn't come off anything. So like there wasn't any fair value gaps, high time frame, or anything like that to suggest it will push down. Now, when sensitivity, when I mean like why demand from sensitivity, and I just learned about this before. My friend kind of like taught me about it, and so this sweep here, we are sensitive to this sweep. So right here, we sweep that high, and then we immediately come back down. So that is sensitivity right there. Now for me, on ES, why did I take it? Why did I take a trade on ES? Well, because we have this for value gap here. We have this for value gap right there, and we have this change in state. So when the model formed, which is right here, when the model formed, I was looking and I was like, okay, what am I more comfortable with? And I was more comfortable with taking it on here. We have the internal movement. We have everything. To be fair, the change in state on NQ is much cleaner than the change in the state on ES. And because of that, perhaps I should have taken it on ES. No, on NQ. But I'm kind of glad I didn't. But at the same time, perhaps I should have. Now, when the wick is long here, I usually put it above the main threshold of the rejection block, and of the rejection wick, and yeah. So that would have been like this, and the TP would have been probably the 4-hour. Wait, where's that 4-hour for value gap? Wait, why is this like boom, boom, and boom? Okay, so this would have been the trade. Now in hindsight, now I'm looking back at it, it's not that great, but yeah, in hindsight, it's not that great. Like the R, it's it's horrible. It's terrible. And I mean, maybe I could have went a little bit lower, but I don't know. I think this is pretty bad. I think the lowest I'd go is probably -1 right here, but even so, it's still 1 to 1.4, so it's still horrible. But on ES, we had this change in the state. Like I wouldn't be against either of these trades here. Like this is 1 to 1.5. Yeah, I mean either way is kind of a bit bad. So perhaps that I'm thinking about, and perhaps I shouldn't have taken it. It's of 1, and then I was targeting a little bit lower than this. For sure, those, yeah. Oh. There we go. So that was the RR for that. And so yeah, and I got stopped out on ES, which is the consumer sentiment candle, and that was that, and we instantly got stopped out here. But on Alpha Futures, it did not stop me out. I don't know how, but it didn't stop me out. I think for evaluations, perhaps it exits me as soon as the 10 a.m. candle hits, or when the Hype Impact news event hits, and that's what I did. But yeah, otherwise I don't really see why it stopped me out there at profit. I think it just takes me out at just before consumer sentiment. Yeah. So that made this should have been loss a W, and because of that, I don't really know how to think about it. Like I don't really know what to think about this this trade. Obviously, because of news, it took me out. At the same time, NQ didn't take me out. NQ wouldn't have taken the stop out. And it actually would have run to full TP. So because of that, I don't really know what the title of the video would be, but today was interesting. It didn't really. I don't know. I think I don't know. It didn't really give me any great subs either. And it wasn't efficient. It wasn't really great. And also pre-market, we randomly just pumped up, and then I viewed this as internal manipulation. I'm pretty sure it is, and yeah. There was also this other trade that I was looking at at the time, but I didn't end up taking because NQ had taken out these lows right here, these lower resistance lows right here, this candle right here. So as soon as we formed the model, it would have been immediately break even, and I'm not really a fan of that, so yeah, I just let the trade go, but this would have hit. If it's gonna let me put it at -1. Okay, it's not gonna let me, but yeah, this would have hit, and I'm gonna say it would probably be around here. Actually, considering the candle, the body of the candle, like the size of it, I think this would have been the best. Yeah, this would have been the best. What's it called? the best. Stop placement. But anyhow, it could have been here. Though definitely not this high. Anything else to talk about? Yeah, I think that's it. That's all I want to say. Oh, and the 4 hour, the range. Oh, I already talked about that, I think. Yeah, I was expecting it to come down to here because of that 1 hour order flow shift. Okay, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this really unprepared day recap, but yeah. Alright, peace.